Lesson 13. At home. Furniture.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we will review there is and there are. We will also review some and any. Then we will learn the comparative as. But before we begin, we should learn some important vocabulary. We're going to look at the rooms in a house or an apartment. Then we will learn what people put in these rooms. Okay, take a look at your screen. A room has a ceiling, a floor, and usually 4 walls. There are also windows and doors. A bedroom is the room where people sleep. It usually has a bed, a wardrobe, a bedside table, and a lamp. There are pictures or posters on the wall. There are pillows and blankets on the bed. A bathroom is the room where people wash. It usually has a toilet, sink, and shower or bathtub. There is usually a mirror in the bathroom. A kitchen is the room where people cook. It usually has a sink, refrigerator, stove, counters, and cupboards. It sometimes has a table and chairs. Now the dining room. The dining room is the room where people eat. It usually has a big table, chairs, and a cabinet or buffet. Living room. A living room is the room where people relax and visit. It usually has a sofa, some armchairs, and a coffee table. There may be lamps, plants, and a picture on the wall. Sometimes there are rugs on the floor. There may be a bookcase. There may be a fireplace. Chairs, beds, desks, and tables are called furniture. Furniture is a non-count noun and is always singular.
There is, there are.
Now let's review there is and there are. I'll tell you about my house. There are 3 mirrors in my apartment. There is a big bed in my sister's room. There isn't a sofa in our dining room. There are 6 rooms in my house. There aren't any beds in the living room. So we use there is and there are when we talk about something for the first time to say that it exists. The subject follows the verb to be when there is used. The verb always agrees with the noun that follows there. Take a look at these examples. There is a sofa in the living room. Okay, now in this sentence, the subject is sofa. It follows the verb to be when there is used. So there is a sofa in the living room. And there are 3 chairs in the living room. The subject is chairs. There are 3 chairs in the living room. All right, now the negative of there is there is not. Okay? There is not. Okay, or, of course, short form, there isn't. Now look at your screen for an example. There isn't a map in the classroom. Okay, The negative of there are is there are not, or short form, there aren't. Okay, look at your screen for an example. There aren't any pictures on the wall. In the yes/no question form, is or are comes before there. Okay, take a look at your screen for an example. Is there a map on the wall? Or, are there any beds in the living room? Okay, you may use there is and there are when answering a question using how many. Okay, look at your screen for an example. How many chairs are there in the living room? Answer, there are 3 chairs in the living room. Okay, now let's practice. There is, there are, there isn't, there aren't. Sylvia, are there some books in your desk?
Yes, there are some books on my desk. Let me count. 1 and 2. There are 2 books on my desk.
All right, good. Alberto, is there a fireplace in your living room?
No, there isn't a fireplace in my living room. My father thinks it is dangerous.
All right, thank you, Alberto. Linda, how many lamps are in your bedroom?
There are 2 lamps. I have one near my bed. I like to read at night. And there is one on my computer desk.
All right, very good, everyone. Now it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
There is one big window in Alicia's dining room. There are many cupboards in my grandmother's kitchen. There isn't a telephone in Tim's bedroom. There isn't a balcony at Alan's house.
Read and repeat.
We can begin yes/no questions with isn't there, or, of course,